like this. We're going to do this relating to our favourites in Corrie.
Exactly. To understand the budget better, we're going to look at how it's going to affect people that we know and love.
Sure.
So our friends on Coronation Street.
Right.
So this has been named the Blue Rinse budget. So to start off, we'll look at how this is going to affect pensioners.
Right.
And we can look at how it's going to affect Emily Bishop.
Emily, yes, of course.
And the most stark revelation in the budget is an overhaul of pensions.
Right.
And what they're allowing pensioners now to do is have freedom on how much money they can now access in their pension. So what we had before is they were very restricted in how much money they could take out, which is encouraging them to take out certain investment products, savings products. And this actually gives them much more freedom to get the money that they actually need, that's their own pension. So it gives them that freedom.
Right.
So that's in the first instance. Secondly, in terms of leisure, Emily will be very pleased to know that her bingo halls are going to be more protected. So the tax that bingo halls are going to be charged has been cut by a half. So instead of being charged 20%, it's 10%. And finally, again, back to pension savings, pensioners can now save what's going to be known as a pensioner bond, which means that they can earn a higher level of interest than you would get on the high street. So again, because interest rates have been so low, pensioners really have felt the pinch, and this is going to help alleviate that.
OK, so she's going to be fine. Looks a bit frightened, she does there. It's going to be all right, Emily. It'll be fine. Who are we looking at next?
Next, we're going to go on to working families.
Right.
So that'll be Fizz and Tyrone.
Of course.
And something that was announced in the run-up to the budget is help in terms of childcare. And this is obviously a very hot topic to try and help, working women get back to work. And what the government has said is they're going to allow £2,000 towards subsidising childcare per child for working families. Moving on, there's also going to be increasing the amount of money that you can save tax-free. Right. So now families can save up to £15,000 either cash or by investing in the stock market via ISAs, instant savings accounts. So that's also fantastic for savers.
Sure.
And then finally, in terms of cost of living, the duty that is charged on petrol is going to be frozen. We were expecting that to rise, and it's get more expensive every time you get in your car, and actually now it's going to be held consistently. So
right, OK, so not so bad for the working family.
Not so bad. Again, hopefully they won't feel as much of the pinch. Hopefully there'll be a little bit more support and able to save the money that they earn without being penalised.
A lot of criticism about this budget about the fact that it just basically ignores young people and ignores people who are struggling. What about single parents? So
single parents, for let's say the lowest earners, what you can actually do now is earn more of your money before you start getting charged tax.
Right.
So you can earn up to £10,500 before you start paying tax, which should save about £800 a year. So that should help alleviate things slightly. And then also in terms of employment.
Right.
So there's been a lot of news at the moment about apprenticeships, and what the government is going to do is extend the grants that they're offering to try and encourage small businesses to keep hiring our young people. Because
that's the thing, isn't it? We see little Katie there as a single mum, and she does work for her dad, so she can earn more. It's actually going to be better for her. She can actually earn more, if you like, without being penalised.
Exactly, before she starts being charged tax.